What is up, YouTube, and welcome to a new video. So in this video, I will go through the questions that you guys have asked me in my most recent video, which I'll have the link to right here. And I'm gonna answer those questions. So this video will be a little different. It's gonna be a Q&A video. So like always, if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, maybe ask some more questions. Maybe I can do another Q&A video coming up, but hope you guys enjoy and let's get right into it.
So the first question is from Ahmed HR7 asking, what would you say has been the hardest part about your journey as a professional so far?
So the hardest part of my journey as a professional so far, I would say, was the lack of game time that I had this past year with Stumptown. So if you guys didn't know, I didn't get much playing time. I think I only played in about one full match, and that was because one of the center backs got injured within like the first 5 minutes. So that was really the only full match I really played for Stumptown. My other, I think 2-3 appearances were just late in the game, either holding a lead or chasing a game, something like that. So I would say that was probably the hardest part in my career so far as a professional, from both a mental standpoint, emotional standpoint, like psychologically as well. It's pretty hard, but I think you can always take it as a learning opportunity, whether that's with your mentality, whether you want to put your head down and keep working even harder because of it. So just try to take it as a learning experience.
Okay, so this next question is from Grayson Bird asking, what are the best individual drills that can improve your vision on the field?
So thank you for the question, Grayson. I would say to improve your vision on the field, incorporating a lot of shoulder scanning drills where it might be the server calling out a color or a number, making you decide quickly, okay, I have to take my touch this way, or I have to make my first movement in that direction, can help you improve your vision on the field and your decision making. But also I would suggest just playing as much as possible, because nothing teaches you more than being in that game environment. So playing at the highest intensity, highest level you can play at will definitely help you learn and improve the quickest.
So this next question is from Christopher Young asking, who were your greatest soccer inspirations and what do you love most about the sport?
So growing up, I loved watching Marcelo play, left back for Real Madrid. He's been there for almost, I think, 12, 13 years now, but I loved watching him play. The way he played, Brazilian flair, bombing up the line. I guess you could say he was kind of my inspiration, because I played left back, I played left center back, but growing up I played left back, so he was definitely my inspiration. And what I love most about soccer is just competing, being on the field, competing hard, clashing heads with the opponent. I love that. I love everything about it, talking smack, getting stuck into a tackle. I just love the competitive aspect of the sport.
So the next question is from Lydia Parker asking, what do you do leading up to a match? So
I don't really have a pre-match ritual, so to speak. It really just depends on the day. Some days I'll eat 2 to 3 bananas in the locker room before kickoff. Some days I'll listen to music on my own phone. Some days I'll listen to the music that someone's playing in the locker room, just depending on who the DJ is, what kind of music they're playing, if I'm vibing with it. Some days I'll stretch a little extra in the room, do a little band warm up, roll out on the foam roller, use the So Right. Other games I don't. So I don't really have a pregame ritual. I kind of just do what I feel like I need on that specific day.
So the next question from Carl Naimi asking, on average, how many calories do you have every day, whether it's off-season, match day, training, etc.?
So personally, I don't really change my dieting habits, whether it's off season, in season, or game day. Maybe it's something I should look into, but right now I really don't. But that is a good question. I don't really count my calories that much. I just try to make sure to weigh myself every few weeks to make sure my weight isn't fluctuating very much. So like right now, I'm more focused on keeping my weight or maintaining my weight during off season. So right now I'm at about 165. So I'm trying to maintain that. So as long as I'm maintaining, or I guess reaching the goal of my weight, I don't really count my calories. So that's a good question. But maybe I'll do a daily eating video just to show you guys what I eat in a day, count the calories, add everything up to show you guys. So that's a good question. Thank you.
Florian C asks, what are your main goals in the future, maybe personally and professionally?
So from a personal standpoint, obviously, I love building relationships and meeting new people. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of this career at any level. You just meet so many people and you learn so much from other people's experiences. And I think personally, I would just want to keep doing that, meeting new people, networking, learning from other people's experiences, and just growing as an overall person. And then professionally, I think personally, I have a goal that I do want to be in the MLS in the next few years. So I'm just putting my head down and working towards that.
The next question is from Jake Loventure asking, who is your favorite teammate from this past season?
Thank you, Jake, for that amazing question. So I would have to say Jake Krim is my favorite. I loved all my teammates from this past season. So it's pretty hard to pick one. Obviously, you get closer with some guys than other guys, but I think the beautiful thing about the team that we had last season with Stumptown was that everyone had a good relationship with each other. I would have no issue reaching out to any of the guys on that team, catching up for a meal, whatever, a few years down the line. So I think that was the beauty of Stumptown, having a great relationship with almost everyone on the team. So can't pick one of the teammates, just can't put my finger on it.
So we have another question from Florian C asking, what is your favorite Indian food, and to which Indian cities have you been traveling so far, and which cities or areas did you like the most?
All right, so let's start with the Indian food. My favorite Indian dish, I would have to say, is either butter chicken or saag paneer. So saag paneer is spinach and cottage cheese. I love that when my mom makes it. But butter chicken is a classic. I think wherever you go, if you get butter chicken, it's never bad. Like, you cannot mess up butter chicken. So I would definitely say that. And then places I visited in India. So I have family that lives in Shimla, which is in northern India. I'll have a map up on the screen. So Shimla, I've been to Chandigarh, I've been to New Delhi, and I've been to a few smaller cities. So I've been to Zirakpur. Where else? I'm trying to think. We've been to Rajatalab, which is where my dad grew up. Jakku, I think, is a place in Shimla. And then, I'm trying to think. There's a place called Nurpur that I've been to. And then there's one more that I can't remember. There are definitely a few. There's Mohali. I'll have to ask, but there are a few smaller cities I don't remember the names of that I've been to, but it's mostly wherever we have family. So I don't think I've ever really been to India just like tourist traveling around. Usually when we go to India, we're visiting family. So wherever that is, we'll go. But also, I've been to the Taj Mahal, Red Fort in Agra, Qutub Minar. So there have been a few places that I've been to, but I would say my favorite out of all of them is Shimla. There's a place called Mall Road. I'll have a picture of it right here. It's beautiful, especially in the winter time. Shimla's up in the mountains. It's such a cool city, and I have so many good memories of Mall Road. So I would say Shimla is definitely my favorite, or one of my favorites.
Okay, so this next question is from Easy Week 6 asking, are there any new goals for 2022?
So 2022, I would say my new goals right now are to, first of all, find a team, because that's probably the most important thing that I have to do. I do not have a contract yet for 2022. So most important is find a team, and then whatever team I am on is just be getting consistent minutes and improving as much as I can as a player to hopefully make a jump to the next level next year.
Okay, so this next question is from Wint Hates Gary V asking, what is your dream club to play for?
All right, so a lot of my friends know this, but my favorite team is Crystal Palace in the Premier League. So if I had to pick dream club to play for, I'd probably have to pick Crystal Palace, with Real Madrid being a close second. I loved watching Real Madrid. Back in high school, they had Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, Marcelo, Ramos, all those guys. I loved watching that team play. So Real Madrid close second, but Crystal Palace place in my heart. So come on, you Eagles. Crystal Palace would be my dream club to play for.
So this last question for your Q&A is from Zachary Molchert, asking, when are you getting married?
All right. Well, thank you, Zach, for that question. That's a great question. I'm sure Zoe's wondering the same thing, but unfortunately, I can't answer that question. I'm not really sure right now. Zoe's going to PT school. Hopefully, I'll be continuing to play professionally in the next few years. So right now, there's no real timeline on that. But thank you for the question, Zach. All right, and that's all the questions we have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. Some great questions, and I hope my answers were sufficient for you guys. So big shout out to Samir. Samir was behind the camera, manning the camera, reading the questions. So thank you to Samir for that. And like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some more questions. Hopefully we can get some more questions for the next Q&A video. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.